fairly talented individuals in their own rights.
I think fairly maybe a bit of an understatement. Minute left though, and Calyx, that is a very fast headshot. P250 at long range, being put to really good use. Nickelback can't get anything done either. The Glocks up close overwhelm him. And a 5v3 all falls onto Krad's shoulders to defend this A site before the rotates come in. And unfortunately, there's absolutely nothing he can do. That is a lightning fast shot from Forrester. But unfortunately, it's come just a little too late. Absolutely, yeah. I'm somewhat surprised that Eternal Fire jumped down so he can see the cross, and to some degree it actually could favor the T's in certain scenarios because the CTs are now confident enough to not throw the early smoke, and if a T does jump into suicide and try and play the cross, then they don't have to worry about that smoke grenade limiting their vision.
There's going to be a quick push forward, and the CTs are actually finding the Deagle kills right now. This is a bit problematic. Need to fall back or at least get some backup from your teammate. Calyx tries to cross in, but there's two Deagles on the other side. A couple of body taps and you're gone. Now it's Issa and Woxic in a 2 versus 4, but luckily enough they make it a little bit easier for themselves with that nice kill secured from Issa. But look at this. Forrester might be in an angle that they won't be checking. Does take a little bit longer than he should have liked to get the kill onto the Scout Wielder, but it is Issa in a 1v2. However, look at that, an AK and a Galil secured for Entropiq as well.
This is actually really smart from Issa. They have the information that he's in the B tunnels. They've panicked and gone, oh my goodness, there's nobody here on B to defend it. And he's just mind gamed and worked his way round to A. Isolates the fight onto Krad, who just catches his legs but doesn't do a lot of damage. Now Issa has to play the mind games further, and luckily he's read it like a book. He can hear him charging. There was enough time for Issa to shoot. He was confident that Lackey had rotated. The car sponges half the bullets, and Lackey gets away with murder. That, luckily for him, didn't take an extra shot after either. Here's that boost that we were talking about before, and Alien, that's the problem. There's no smoke, you're confident that you can hold it, and that's what happens to you. A complete change in dynamic of how mid works now on this map, and how mid control is taken by the T's. It's a really nice showcase of it right there. Woxic, nice bit of initiative.
They do need a little bit more practice on their boost play, though. I've seen teams just immediately jump on each other's head and fire a shot.
Yeah, it's about like nailing it, isn't it? It's about drilling it until you can kind of do it perfectly. It's the same as like teams that unironically use run boosts. You can use a run boost in a jokey setting, but if you actually drill a run boost, you can use it and you can get really good with it.
You can make some very nice plays, as Lackey is going to try and do here towards the A bomb site. Though Woxic holds the line, gets the kill, puts it all onto Forrester in a 1v3.
Either way, though, there will be a full investment in the next. But Eternal Fire closing this gap. The 3-1 start starting to deplete as we go 3-2. And Woxic, that was a very fast flick down.
Yeah, a lot of decent damage being dealt, but considering Eternal Fire keeps... And honestly, most of the time, these are two fairly T-sided teams. Oh, look at that. Out towards A long, not really pushing very much forward, but dancing behind the smoke. Krad will be able to find the first. And it is the utility actually doing most of the damage in the process. Krad gets a second one through the smoke. They're still dancing around the area. While Krad tries to peek in through a smoke that even going for the boost play to peek up towards short, or just completely failed it.
Lackey. Tacting Gandalf might be able to deny the plant. Can't quite do so. Yeah, a little too late, but does manage to find the all-important kill and leaves Woxic in a 1-on-3. The boost comes through. Woxic's ready for it. Can't connect the shot, though. He goes for the secondary. Lackey, very, very late to that peak, but does eventually find it.
And you can just rush it down. Woxic on the scout. 3 AKs and a Galil for the T side. Decent utility to work with at least. But Alien this time, he's not going to fall for the exact same shtick. Eternal Fire playing a little bit with the time, but the X2 coming out for us. Gets a double. And while the push gets immediately annihilated, they all try to go in a straightforward line, but that is easy pickings for the Entropiq side. And they just shut it down with the USP in the end. That was a fairly easy hold. The T's have pretty easy pickings most of the time. This time around, though, the shot will not be able to connect, so no man advantage secured just yet. Oof.
Yeah, I almost feel like they still need to use that smoke, even though the wall's in place. Still very, very dangerous. Nice opening pick though. Woxic gone. Entropiq looking for 7 right now. And you know, if they can take 7, they'll already be in for a good half, especially on the CT side of Dust 2. It's not their map pick. They're definitely in the runnings for more. Eternal Fire need to turn something around. And if they don't win this round, I'd actually quite like to see them call a timeout.
Yeah, because right now, you're losing complete grip of the game. And it could be just a spiral out of control kind of situation. Lackey trying to hold the mid cross, toss the molly, but they're already past the molly, and that's more securing a kill. Right now, looking to go for the mid to B split with a 1-for-1 trade. The B bomb site's empty. Krad, however, just spamming through the smoke will be able to get another catch. Santera's 9 HP, but the rush through the smoke will be able to catch him off guard. The bomb's in control of the CT side, and Issa has to go for a big clutch. With both the CTs on the other side, Ilian with the Deagle, however, is a bit too much to handle, and Entropiq in a 7-2 lead. And as you said, hopefully,
I suppose I'd actually rank Spirit a little bit higher, especially with their history.
I mean, I think Entropiq have become like step by step a little bit stronger, whereas I think Spirit's slightly. You know, they haven't been playing that much, but they didn't also win in the games that they played.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I think you're right there.
Oof.
Nice goal from Krad. They're brilliant positioning. It's actually a really nice off angle too. So, Calyx will respond with a headshot of his own, but a 1 versus 3 and try and clutch up. But Forrester will finish him off. 9-2. Entropiq.
Backside there was a pretty nice adjustment nonetheless. Entropiq with an 8-round lead, and Eternal Fire, they're not finding any avenue back and towards this game right now. Lackey gets tagged up but not taken yet. He immediately throws out the smoke because he knows that the molly is headed right in towards his direction, while Nickelback has the flank and bomb control. What just happened? Nickelback running through with that backstab.
This is perfect. The secondary smoke does somewhat limit his vision onto the C4, but there's a nice gap in it, and he's just going to hold it. This has gone horribly wrong for Eternal Fire. They had long control, they had an avenue up to the A site, and now they have to try and backtrack to retrieve this bomb, and Entropiq have gone full stack mode to save it. Nickelback right through the door, laser-like precision through a door and a smoke to find that second headshot, and the nade will finish things off. What a round from Nickelback, a 4K for the man.
And this is the map pick of Eternal Fire as well. They, again, only lost it once in 9 matches that they played on it. And right now it's going to be a Hail Mary Rush B play, though it seems to be effective this time around. And finally they find an opening in towards the site. Slowly but surely getting their smokes ready to get the bomb planted. And a 3-on-4 retake. Okay, make that a 3-on-3 retake of the B bomb site. Very tough for the CT side.
Especially on this B-bomb site, notoriously the most difficult to get back into here in CS, but of course it's the last round of the half, plus they've got tons of money, there's absolutely nothing for them to lose here except the round, of course, and that's going to be how it goes. Centares.
The terrorists are actually gaining a long control, even pushing further forward, trying to play distraction. The long-range fights normally favors the CT side. However, the cross smoke's being thrown out, and this is the bamboozle play coming out from Entropiq. I talked about the fact that they didn't have strats, but they're pulling one out of the hat, and an absolutely big one, because they have no idea. Lackey gets a quad kill towards A, and Amor is still trying to retake the wrong bomb site.
Oh man, this has gone horribly wrong, and Elian from behind finishes him off.
He's get it to, what, 6? Or will this just be a 16-3 shutdown? More, he's trying to at least keep them going for a little bit longer, taking down the Opper from the terrorist side.
That's not a bad start. Emo, of course, on that secondary. Just behind in spawn, though, and Lackey's in pit. So, this is a really interesting configuration here from Entropiq. Lackey's just been spotted, though. What a read there from Eternal Fire. Actually jump spot down into the lower pit. Flashback from Crad, though, and it comes just in the nick of time. Lackey's head stripped from his shoulders. Whilst they're not able to capitalize and trade it, gives them a lot of control. They can work their way up long. Issa spraying through the smoke does find them. Doesn't take any damage from it either, so it's perfect. And Eva finds another. Grab. Swoxic fall, but Emor's there to recover, and Eternal Fire narrowly. Maybe just checking that left corner. I wasn't aware that that was as spammable as it so seems.
Oh, no.
Swoxic, though, that's such a perfect Molotov. And they're going to press forward off of it. Somehow he finds the shot. That's unbelievable.
Some of these whiffs into kills are just absolutely outstandingly weird between these two teams, though. More on the flank might be able to get a big backstab going in. Oh, Nickelback shuts it down. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt me.
That is incredibly quick, and that's got to be very tilting if you're Emo. He's not at the best of games so far. He's backing really heavily on the server in terms of the kill count. To jump up, spot the AWP, not pick the right target, and take a bullet in the head before you can react. It's going to be very, very frustrating. Woxic, I like him playing around that smoke there, but as the only anchor on the A site, being as exposed as that with low HP as well, that's it. It's a one and done. As soon as he hits that first shot, he's pushed and he falls. Man advantage now for Entropiq to try and close this one out. I think they probably should be able to. Lackey whiff. 2-on-2, Cradlow on health, flank from Issa could happen for Eternal Fire, and it looks like Issa is going to be the missing piece to the puzzle that's finally arrived to the party. Elian now needs to clutch this up. The bomb beeping away, it's not too far gone. Still recoverable. First shot hit, Issa now pressured. Time is of the essence, and as he creeps up to this site, Elian still on the sniper, gonna go for the no-scope to finish, and he flicks up and does so. 16-4. Yeah, take him out of the active like pro pool, but leave him in the game. You don't have to take him out of the game. It's just mean. It's just mean for us Cobble lovers. But anyway, big stack up over towards the A side of things. Entropiq looking to burst out through long and a perfect flashbang. Teams Xantara is completely redundant. I mean, he doesn't die. We were talking earlier about how these pros know the maps like the back of their hand and they can play with their eyes closed. And Xantara's has just done that right there. Slipped back into bank without being able to see. But the site, it's been given up, and the bomb's now down.
Well, the push comes out, and the kills are favoring Eternal Fire pretty much on the retake so far, shutting it down. Easy pickings, and the retake successful. Of course, with the bomb plant, Entropiq will be able to choose. But you win this round right here, and then all of a sudden, Eternal Fire on towards an eco as well. But Amor starts it off with an opening pick. And with a man advantage, it's looking pretty good for the Eternal Fire CT side so far. However, there's still a gaze to work with. And Crad gets himself a second, looking for the third. Everyone just feeding into the Crad machine. And right now, Eternal Fire, they're in a bit of an unfortunate position.
Xantara's. He's managed to kind of slip down incognito. Woxic, whilst he does find one, and 1-on-3 still to pull off. C4's over towards the A side though, so there's actually a chance for him here with Forrester and Crad so low. Timing could bless him, but unfortunately it doesn't, and he runs into the only man that's got a decent chunk of health too.
So you still have to be fairly careful of any duels you take. Oh, there's Nickelback, Macdan.
That is so perfect. That is so perfect. And being the only man that's devoted down to that SMG as well, just saying, right, I'm just going to fly through connector, flash me around this corner, takes the duel.
I love that spot.
Yes. Yeah.
No one ever checks it, but it's also a very dumb place to boost. But I still love that area to just get boosted up on if you're at the CT side. Right now, the B-bomb side is lost, though. A couple of trades, but they mainly just walked in towards that B side freely. And Eternal Fire not really putting up much of a...
And up from long, it's not like a particularly powerful boost.
Don't need to justify anything. Just, you know, I don't like that window. It annoyed me in
Valve
my
do
pubs.
whatever they want.
Delete.
There's not even a reason for it. It's just a power move. You like this window? I'm gonna take it away.
Yeah, it's kind
Eat your
of
carrots.
what they also tend to do with Dota a lot of the time, where they just like change a lot of stuff. And why? No real reason, just because it's fun. No one can stop me anyway. I've got full power. Insignificant people. Right now, though, the B bomb site being pushed in. Lackey is alone on the site, but the bomb is headed away while Lackey tries to take multiple fights at the same time. He gets overwhelmed, and it's going to be Alien and Crad to try and get the bomb planted. Though, one up on site. The Jiggle Pete God himself gets himself a first. Make that a second. Are you kidding me? Knows exactly where Woxic is as well. Jumping across, making noise. Try and spot him out, and oh my, I was joking. I was joking right there, M&J. They're playing distraction towards A. Oh, the push with the bomb is headed towards B. Oh, Mac Daddy from Nickelback again. That forces the rotations away from the B bomb site, and they have no idea where they need to go. Eternal Fire, they're absolutely being toyed with right now.
It's the Entropiq show once again. They're starting to steal this. 5v2. I need more. Oh, the molly. I think he's safe in the corner, so he can just stay tucked there. I don't think Entropiq are going to necessarily expect this as well after the molly, but Nickelback reads it like a book. I mean... yeah.
But you're playing a game with terrorists against counter-terrorists, so there are probably a lot of already pissed off people. And of course, they didn't make money out of it, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's the good old days, but maybe not so good. Maybe change for a reason. Either way, 8-2, Entropiq once again with this man advantage as they head over towards the A site. Woxic has managed to connect the leg of Nickelback, but he hasn't been able to execute him, and Nickelback wants to seize this chance that he's being given. Molly forces him out of position just for a second there, but the smoke allows him to tuck back in. Crad spread away, though, actually finds both. What a ridiculous play on the site. Entropiq, this is going to be their ninth.
Tough scenario, and I was, you know, again, making a little bit of a joke. Maybe they can beat their score from the last time. Now I'm starting to doubt. Because Entropiq are looking absolutely hard on their performance and making sure that I just have no avenue, though Issa finding himself 2 kills. Will at least be able to stay alive for a bit, but needs to be careful that he's not too close to the bomb range, actually.
Oh, he's tied to the bomb. Oh, man. Sinners will be interesting when they're seeded in. But yeah, Entropiq, I'd rank them above everybody else here. I think they've got a good chance of getting a top spot. Nice couple of deagle shots, though. Eternal Fire. Doing some serious damage here, but it's still a 3-on-3, and they've not managed to retrieve any of these fallen weapons.
And Lackey still creeping up as well. Finds himself another kill. Makes it all onto the 2 CTs. This is going to go towards his trusted spot. Trying to peek through the smoke to find anything. Gets completely flashed. Does manage to find a kill. And for some reason, Lackey decides to swap towards his bomb.
A couple of those mistakes coming through because the pressure's just not there. Yeah, they've just won map 1, 16-4. Now they're 10-2 or 10-3 now, but they were 10-2 up. I mean, they're going for stuff like this. Alien just perfect onto Calyx there, falling down from heaven. The coordination on that boost is just fantastic. Forrester, if he checks this corner, he could be in for a freebie. He'll see Emor first. If he doesn't, then maybe there's a problem. But they're so ready for this aggression. Unfortunately, they don't find any of the kills. Heard me cast on Overpass in the past. I do not like the 5-man boost at all on the T side. It gives up so much early map control, and this round was a perfect example of why. As soon as Eternal Fire had seen that there was that 5-man boost in play by losing Calyx, they said, right, push short, push connector, push long. And instantly they have 3 major points of map control straight off the bat. 3v2 now turned into a 3-on-1, and Nickelback, his chances are very slim of winning this, but let's see what he can do.
I've seen one other team go for a very nutty boost on this map. Can't remember what team that was, or actually when that was. It's like been a half a year ago. With the time ticking down, Nickelback can't really get anything done. So he'll get overwhelmed and taken down. But there's a boost spot if you're towards...
But yeah, people are like reusing flashbangs and they'll just toss it around a corner as like a pop flash. And then people turn and then you pick it back up again and do it again. It's really OP.
Oh, that's just the next level play. God, that's so annoying. It's an interesting change though. But the push coming out, the bomb gets dropped. And they are going to be able to get at least the bounce in their favor. Entropiq looking to make it 11. Woxic all alone. Needs to deny the bomb plant and stay alive. So this is all about timing. Gets the kill. Hide. Run. Dive. Juke. No! He was so close. Man. But they're needing to walk right in towards their opponents. And that is not a great position to be in. Well, they're pushing towards the A bomb site. The flash blinds him completely. Nickel back with the underhanded HE will be overwhelmed, and Xantares cleans up that A site. 3 kills picked up in the process. And a 2-on-3 retake of the A site right now. Lackey towards A long, going for the Jiggle Peak fight. Nice headshot, getting rid of Woxic, and it's only 2 Ts versus 2 CTs. Xantares already has 3 kills. How much more can he get done? He gets pushed back. Xantares onto 4, but he gets the ace in the pistol and Eternal Fire. They win it, and they get themselves on towards that much coveted 5 rounds, and it's all because Xantares goes for the ace round. You can watch the replay on Twitch. Well, Xantares is pretty nutty in that performance right there. Well, we're hopefully... And as you can see, a couple of B250s and a 5.7, of course, saved by Nickelback is all they've got in the round. Alien's got that extra money for the AWP to be purchased. Double swing towards Monster. Forrester gets the first kill. That Xantares taken down. 8K retrieved as well, which probably should go towards Nickelback. Push coming out towards side. Forrester, however, getting himself 4 kills. And a knife at the end by Krad, shutting down Calyx. What? They won an almost full eco on the side of Entropiq? Well, of course, Forrester gets it first. He gets a quad kill as well with that AK. No armor. Sublime work from Forrester. And Krad, knife in hand. Forrester again starts it off, dropping Xantares. Gets taken down first. Man advantage for Entropiq. They're falling back. But with a solid advantage, this is becoming very dangerous for Eternal Fire. They lose this round. They're completely done for money, and they're going to be in a tough spot to try and get anything back on track. A little bit more. Drops Alien. That's the AWP on in the dirt. And they even get themselves pretty solid A site control. Krad with the flank on the Mac 10. Needs to get a lot closer to be able to be useful for his team. But it's going to be a 4-on-4 retake of the A bomb site. And it really comes down to, can Krad make that flank happen? This around the corner. He gets overwhelmed eventually. The AK gets retrieved as well by Krad. Using the flash, blinding Calyx, jumping across. Calyx still alive for the time being. And it's all on to more, but he gets a triple kill. That puts Eternal Fire back on track. Woxic, nice little double kill, and more, of course, with the quick 180. But right now, Entropiq, they still have solid guns, and they're going to go for the triple boost to peek over, where Forrester again finds the opening pick. 3 rounds in a row, he finds the opener for Entropiq, putting Eternal Fire in a tough spot. Welcome back. I've missed you dearly.
7-12. Jeez. What happened?
Well, we had an eco round where Forrester got a quad kill. In that round, the last kill that they gained on Entropiq's side was also Crad knifing someone to try and secure the round and keep them alive. But Hellion, what a quick flick. He just blinks for a second, takes a kill, and immediately fades away. Hellion missing another shot, though. Does manage to recuperate, and Calyx alone 1v4. This looks like it's going to be a 16-7. And having a 16-4 into a 16-7 is a very unfortunate scoreline for a team that is pretty renowned like the new Eternal Fire roster.
For everything that I hoped for, everything that I fear, I couldn't breathe at all without her. I barely breathe when she's here, and when I finally go